Hello, my dear students. I am your geography teacher, Mr. Vinod Kumar, and today, today we are going to begin chapter number 3. That is the Earth's major water bodies. Means we will discuss about the water bodies like oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, and then different types of pollution also we will discuss in this chapter. Means how the these water bodies are polluted. So as you all know, that is 70%, 71% of the earth surface is covered by the water, and 30% or 29% is covered is only 29% is having the land mass. So this 70% of the water is divided into different types of bodies. Among them, the oceans are the largest one, then the seas, then the bay is there, bays, then lakes, rivers, then small rivers are there. In different types of other bodies also we will be studying in this chapter. So dear student, let us begin with our chapter. The large parts of the Earth's surface are covered by water bodies such as oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes. These are the water bodies which are being covered. Means these are the water bodies like oceans, seas, and rivers and lakes which cover the large parts of the Earth's surface. So while seas and oceans have salt water, rivers have fresh water. मतलब सीज और ओशंस में आपका खारा पानी होता है, नमकीन पानी, सॉल्टी वाटर दे आर, and rivers have fresh water, means the normal water which we drink. Actually the water we are talking about the fresh water. Actually according to the type of water which is found in the seas and ocean and the rivers, there are different types of living creatures exist. The marine life exists in the seas and ocean, the rivers. Means freshwater animals are there, and then salty water animals are there. But we talk about the salty water. Salty water is not good for the humans for consuming, but fresh water can be consumed by the humans as well as the living also, because salty water is not good for the living beings also, means animals and birds. Actually, but fresh water which is found in the natural form, it is not good for fit for drinking, because human need totally pure water to drink. Lakes have fresh water or salt water. Means there are lakes also have two types of water. Actually lakes may be connected to a sea, or means they may have they may be connected to a small sea, so they must be having salty water. Then you can see you can look at the map. This is the world map. Some important water bodies of the the world map is there, you can see. Then just come to the chapter now. Look at the map of the world, figure 3.3. You will notice the equator drawn through the middle. Actually equator is drawn just through the middle of the map in the figure 3.3. It is the middle of the earth, that is called the equator. The equator is an imaginary circle drawn on the globe. Actually globe is in the spherical form. So the equator is that middle line which goes through the center of the earth and divides the earth into two equal half poles, that is the north pole and the south pole. And this equator cuts the globe into two equal parts called the hemisphere. Actually hemisphere means the half of one hemisphere, one sphere. Actually sphere is a geometrical figure, means it is not totally in a circular form, means it is partially in a circular form. So that's why a figure which is in a partial circular form, it is called a sphere. So a sphere is divided into two hemisphere, into two equal hemisphere, by the equator at the middle of the earth, which go rounds through the globe. It is known as hemisphere. So there are two types of hemisphere: northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. And most of the land mass is there in the northern hemisphere. Means it has a great part of the land mass, and the rest of the most of the water bodies are in the southern hemisphere. So you will also notice the greater part of the land masses in the northern hemisphere. You can see in this figure that most of the part of the land mass is in the northern hemisphere. In the figure 3.3 you can see that is the part of the globe lying to the north of the equator, means the part which is just near the north of the equator. So it is known as the northern hemisphere. Means it is having most of the land masses. Therefore this hemisphere is often called as the land hemisphere, because it has most of the largest part of the land masses is there. So that's why it is known as that this northern hemisphere is also known as the land hemisphere. मीन जहाँ पे ज़मीन सबसे ज़्यादा है, सो इसलिए इसको नॉर्दर्न लैंड हेमिस्फीयर भी बोलते हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द साउदर्न हेमिस्फीयर इज कवर्ड बाय द ओशंस एंड सी. मीन मोस्ट ऑफ द वाटर बॉडीज और द मोस्ट ऑफ द साउदर्न हेमिस्फीयर इज कवर्ड बाय द ओशंस एंड सी. सो इट इज कॉल्ड द वाटर हेमिस्फीयर. देन लेट अस टॉक अबाउट द different types of oceans. Dear student, just come going further through the chapter. Just look at the map of the world. The important water bodies are given here. You can see in the North America, the equator line is there, the Pacific Ocean is there. Then in the North America, different types of lakes, Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, Black Sea. I mean different types of water bodies are given there. You can see in this. Okay, just see it. Then come to the oceans. Actually, what are oceans? A vast ocean is a vast area of water surrounding land masses. Means it is a vast area which covers the most of the land masses. Means it is just surrounding the not covering the masses, land masses, but surrounding the land masses. Means चारों तरफ जो जमीनी एरिया होता है उसको उसके आसपास उसको घेर के रखता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड है ओशन. The vast areas of water surrounding the land masses on the earth are called ocean. Then there are four major ocean. means सबसे चार सबसे बड़े है ना ओशन तो समुद्र होते हैं. They are the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian and the Arctic. Together these cover more than 90% of the total area underwater. Means the four oceans, the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, they cover the 90% area of water throughout the globe on the earth, and they are surrounding the land masses. Then let us study the first ocean. For our first ocean is, dear children, the first ocean is the Pacific Ocean. This is the largest ocean of the world. Means it covers almost the 1/3 of the surface of the earth surrounding the land masses. It spreads over almost 1/3 of the globe. The greatest depth of the earth surface means the deepest point, जो सबसे गहरा जो है ना पॉइंट है, इलाका है जो पानी के अंदर, वो सबसे गहरा इलाका है. दैट इज इट इज़ द मैरियाना ट्रेंच lies under this ocean. Means Mariana Trench is one of the deepest points, सबसे गहरा point है. Actually it is located in the most Pacific Ocean only, and this point is such deep that it is having a depth more than the Mount Everest. Actually the Mount Everest is 8,848 meters deep, and this Mariana Trench is approximately 11,500 meters deep. Means it is approx 12 kilometers. So the shape of the Pacific Ocean is nearly circular. Actually the Pacific Ocean on one side is the Americas and the others are the Asia and Australia. Actually on the one side of this Pacific Ocean are the North America and the South America, and to the other side there is Asia and Australia. In the north it is linked to the Arctic Ocean, means in the north side there is the Arctic Ocean is there. In the south the Pacific Ocean is largely open and it merges with the Pacific Ocean. Then it merges into the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. Means at certain points actually the water surrounding the earth surface is almost same everywhere, but according to the areas and the shape and size and the because of the country or the continent influence, the oceans are named. Then our next ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. This is the second largest ocean of the world. मीन्स सबसे बड़ा दूसरा सबसे बड़ा है ना आपका समंदर है. बट इट्स एरिया इज हाफ दैट ऑफ द पैसिफिक ओशन. मीन्स जितना पैसिफिक ओशन का एरिया है उसका ये आधा है. द शेप ऑफ दिस ओशन इज रिजेंबल द लेटर एस, दैट इज नोन एज द Atlantic Ocean. Actually Atlantic Ocean lies to the north of the Arctic Ocean, which is just at the top. Means between Africa, then actually it is located between the North America, South America, Africa and the Great Britain. To the south it extends up to Antarctica. It is bounded on the west by North America and South America. You can see actually in the figure 3.1 it is there. It means in the south it is surrounded by North America and South America, and in the east there is the Europe and Africa. So that's why it forms the S shape, S for sand. Then the coastline of the Atlantic Ocean is quite irregular. Actually irregular means it is not having a complete plain portion or a rough surface, or it is having uneven surface. So that's why irregular. It is means it is very long. Means because the irregular coastline has provided ideal location for ports and harbors. Means समंदर के मतलब जो at the Atlantic Ocean, because of the very long coastline or irregular surface coastline, that's why the harbors are there and the ports are there. Ports and harbors are the place where the ships port means ships just rest over there. They stay over there for some time. Thus the Atlantic is the busiest ocean from the point of view of trade. Means for the business they are the busiest ocean in the world. The fifth, then the Indian Ocean. The ocean covers the Indian Ocean. Third ocean is the Indian Ocean. This ocean covers over the 1/5 of the total area under ocean and seas. Means it covers the 1/5 part of the water bodies in the earth. Means total. The shape of this ocean is almost triangular. Means it is triangular because with the head of the Indian territory or the Indian country, the shape is formed as the triangular. In north is bounded by the continent of Asia, means subcontinent Asia, subcontinent India. The India is located at the head of this ocean. Means at the starting head there is the India is there, so it forms a triangular shape. In the south the Indian Ocean is wide open. Means the open area is there of the Indian Ocean. Then Africa and Australia are to the west and east of this ocean respectively. Actually towards the west side to the west side the Africa is there, and to the east side the Australia is there. Then our fourth major largest ocean is the Arctic Ocean. This lies to the north of the continents of North America, Europe and Asia. It surrounds the pole. At the Arctic Ocean is just at the means just near the North Pole, and it is located in the northern hemisphere. So it is it surrounds the North Pole. So it is frozen throughout the year. On account of its closeness to the North Pole, much of it remains covered with the ice throughout the year. Means almost throughout the year it is covered by the ocean. covered by the ice. Means the water body is almost freeze in the freezing state. Then apart from these four oceans, there is the Southern Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. Means these are the small oceans. Means we have discussed the four oceans, then another four are also there, but there is there is the Southern Ocean, the Antarctic Ocean, which surround the continent of Antarctica. Actually, Antarctica is one of the continent, but no one lives up there except the scientists have established the scientific research stations, but it is frozen throughout the year. Means it have low temperatures. It is formed by the merging of the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Then on account of extremely low temperature, a large part of it remains frozen throughout the year. I mean, just now also I told you that it is Atlantic Ocean is also located at the end of the near the South Pole, so it is frozen throughout the year. Means both the poles are at the extreme of the Earth's globe, so they are frozen throughout the year. Then our next term is seas. Actually, sea is a saltwater mass smaller than a ocean. Means a water body which is smaller than a sea, but water is salty, that is known as sea. Large saltwater masses lesser than oceans are called sea. मीन वो समंदर जो है ना, क्या नाम, ओशन से छोटा होता है. मीन जो पानी के वो वाटर बॉडीज जो समंदर से छोटी होती हैं पर उनका भी पानी नमकीन होता है, उसको लिए उनको सी बोलते हैं. मीन्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द surface area which they cover. A sea may be a part of some ocean enclosed partially by land. Means the seas may be enclosed, mean not totally closed but partially they are, means almost they are means blocked by the land, but at some point they are, seas are almost they are closed by the land, but at some point or at any some part they are cut where the area is open and they are joined by a particular ocean, but they are some point they are open but almost they are closed, so that's why they are known as a sea. The means examples of the sea are as follows: the Arabian Sea, the North Sea, the Caribbean Sea and the Bering Sea are example of this kind. Some seas like the Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea are nearly cut off from the ocean. Means these seas are they are not having any connection with any of the ocean and are nearly cut from the ocean. Means they are having little bit connection. Means only some small opening is there with the sea. And some like the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea, the Aral Sea, the Dead Sea are completely enclosed by land. Means they are totally closed by the land. They have no direct link with any ocean. Means there are such types of seas also which they have some link with the sea, but there are the seas which have total no connection with any sea. Then dear children, now come to the bays. Bays actually होते हैं खाड़ी. Actually bays are formed by the curved, bays have the curved form, curved shape. Means they are enclosed by the surface of land masses, surrounded by the land masses. A bay is a body of water enclosed by a curve in the shore of a larger water body. Means they have a particular shore, किनारा होता है उनको कोई. A bay is a body of water enclosed by a curve in the shore of a larger body. Means the bay, actually bay is the area where the river puts its water into the larger water body, that is the ocean. So it is known as a bay. Most bays are some parts of ocean or the sea. Actually at the end means when the river water joins the bay, बंगाल की मीन्स खाड़ी में पानी गिरता है, एंड दीज बे एट सम पॉइंट दे जॉइन द सीज एंड ओशंस. द बे ऑफ बंगाल, द बे ऑफ बिस्के, हडसन बे आर सम एग्जाम्पल ऑफ बेज. Some bays are called gulfs, for example the Gulf of Mexico and the Persian Gulf. Then let us talk about the lakes. Actually lakes होती हैं झील, पानी की झील बोलते हैं. Actually the water of the lake may be salty water and even may be the fresh. A lake is a large body of water that is completely surrounded by land. Means it is surrounded by land only, means it is having no connection with any sea or ocean. Lake is a large body of water completely surrounded by land, मतलब चारों तरफ से है ना ज़मीन ही ज़मीन होती है उनकी तरफ. Lakes may have fresh water और salt water, मतलब खारा पानी भी हो सकता है नमकीन पानी से, और फ्रेश वाटर भी हो सकता है. मीन्स फ्रेश वाटर इज गुड फॉर ड्रिंकिंग फॉर एनिमल्स एंड ह्यूमन बींग्स ऑल्सो. Seas that are completely enclosed by land are very large lakes. Means that the seas which are completely enclosed by land, actually the seas which are very large and they are totally closed by the land, they are known as a large lake. For example, the Caspian Sea is the largest lake, तो सबसे बड़ी लेक है दुनिया की. And among fresh water lakes, the Lake Superior in the North America is the biggest lake. Means for the fresh water lake, it is one of the सबसे बड़ी जो fresh water की जो झील है वो नॉर्थ अमेरिका, that is the Lake Superior. Lake Baikal in Asia hold the most water. Means it is one of the largest fresh water lake in the Asia. Then it lies in a rift valley. It lies in a rift valley and is the largest deepest lake in the water. Means Lake Baikal is one of the largest and the deepest lake in the world, which is in the Asia. Mean it is lying in the rift valley. Then Lake Superior is the part of the chain of 5 lakes together called the Great Lakes. Actually there are 5 particular chain is there of lakes. Means line by line they are cover most of the parts of the of the North America, and South America is there, because the lakes are formed by the action of the glaciers. Glaciers are, when the glaciers are melted, they form the lakes. Means huge amount of water is drained and they form the lakes, freshwater lakes. So Lake Superior is one of the greatest lake. Then the other 4 lakes are the Lake Michigan, Huron, Erie and Ontario. The Great Lakes were formed by the action of the glaciers. Lake Ladoga, the largest lake in Europe, means it is one of the सबसे बड़ी lake है यूरोप में, Lake Ladoga, and was formed this way. Means it is also formed by the melting of the glaciers only. Then Lake Onega, the second largest lake in Europe, was formed by the Earth's movement but shaped by glaciers. Means Lake Onega is formed by the action of the movement of the Earth. Means because of the displacement of the tectonic plates and the Earth's surface, it was the shape is this lake is formed by the Earth's movement, but shape is given by the glaciers. Then some of the highest lakes are in the Andes Mountains of South America, because the highest mountain, the mountains in the South America Andes, they're the highest mountain, but they have the highest lake on these mountains. Lake Titicaca is one of these. Means it is the lake which is associated on the mountain. Then the largest lake is Africa and Lake Victoria. The river Nile arises from this lake. Actually the Lake Victoria is the lake which is in the Africa, and from this river only the lake from this lake only the river Nile takes its birth. Then shallow lakes mean the lakes where the depth of the water is very less. Means shallow water means उथला पानी होता है, कम पानी होता है, डेप्थ इज वेरी लो, सो दे आर कॉल्ड एज लगून्स. लगून्स आर ऑफन फाउंड बाय अलोंग सी कोस्ट, मीन्स जो छोटे छोटे समंदर होते हैं उनके किनारे बनते हैं लगून. लगून इज अ लेक दैट वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ अ सी और ऑफ अनदर लेक but got separated from the main body of water. A lagoon was once a part of the sea, means lagoon was a part of the sea, but it was cut by the main body of water, means it is not having any connection or little bit connection is there with the seas or ocean there, but it is small inside and they have salt water, means the depth is very low, so that's why they are known as the lagoons. Then most lagoons are connected to the main water body by narrow outline, means a small channel is there which connects it to the sea or ocean. Then Lake Chilka or Chilika on the eastern coast of India is one of the largest lagoon. So that's all for today, my dear student, in this video. Goodbye.